is up, brothers and sisters? Greetings to you in all the corners of this world. I hope and trust and believe that all is well with you. I would love to report to you very incredible news. I think today is just all about incredible news, really. From Mali, when other countries are going out there seeking debts, asking, borrowing, lending, I don't know what, Mali is settling its internal debt. They are like, we don't want any debts. We just want to develop our country, move forward on a clean slate. So whose debt do we have? Let us settle it so that we can all move, towards the right direction of developing our country without having a burden of paying back any loans. So this is what is happening. The Malian government has decided to give the national economy a boost by paying off a significant portion of its domestic debt. Indeed, the Minister of Economy and Finance, Al-Hussein Sano, announced this on Friday, October 18th. The payment of 200 billion FCFA owed to companies and economic operators. This measure, long awaited by the private sector, should help revive economic activity and support companies in difficulty. Wow. This is such a great empowerment for the Malian companies, private sector, because you can't move forward if you are being owed. There's no business that can run smoothly if there's a lot of debt that has never been repaid. And the Malian government has just realized that we owe a lot of these companies, and for us to move forward with them, for them to also develop, for them to also grow, they need to have, their money back. We have to pay them back. Otherwise, we are just working with companies that cannot help us really, because how does a company operate without money? All companies need cash flow for them to operate. And this will serve as motivation for the private sector, because if the government owes you, especially as the private sector, it also hinders your service delivery. It also pulls you back in terms of being efficient, giving out quality service, even to the public, even to other guys. Because we know how most of our government employees, companies, departments, all these things that are attached to government, most of them are not sufficient. They are either slow, they will either just push your work until a certain time where you wonder, when will this service ever be done? When will this service ever be provided? Because I have paid for everything that needs to be done, but why is it that I'm not getting it delivered to me? So I think this is an encouragement to the private sector, and also to show the government officials, to show the other government departments that in order for the country to work, you should pay your debts. You should work well with the private sector, because the private sector is also very, very crucial in the running of the country's economy. Without the private sector, without the small, big companies, the SMEs, the country cannot run smoothly. And this is kudos to you, Assimi Goita, because this is crucial. And some government ministries will not even say this is a problem, because what would you do if the government doesn't pay you? Where would you take it to? The courts? Your case will not even be heard, because it's the government anyways, and their tenders usually take forever for somebody to be paid. For a government to be the one to say, let us pay back debts without these guys crying for their money, I salute that government, because if you have ever had a tender with the government, or if you have ever done some job for the government, you will know that for you to get paid the money that the government owes you after providing them a service, it may take even years. Yes, just to get a check for them to say, here's your payment. It usually takes a long time for government to process payments for any service that you provide to them. And for the Malian government to be the one to be in the forefront of paying the people that they owe, I think I salute such a government, because if you were to ask people how much does the government owe you, people who have gotten tenders from the government, they have to wait for years. Some even have to go to the offices each and every day just to remind these guys that, hey, you still owe me for such and such a tender that I did in 2010. And we're in 2024. So it's kudos to you, Malian government, for this step. I hope that you will be exemplary to the rest of Africa, to the rest of the governments that we have in Africa. May the rest of them watch, see, learn from the AES, because this is the best model for Africa. And I've always been saying this, and I will never stop saying this, because I have seen something that I never thought Africa could achieve in just a space of less than 3 years, 2 years. Imagine that, all those strides of success in just those years. So brothers and sisters, let me know what you think about Mali, Burkina Faso, the AES, Niger. What do you think about our three brothers? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you'd love to support us, we have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description box down below. You can also support us by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.